Might as well start it.
Get higher!
Whoa, that was quick. Holy shit, this thing moves.
That's what she said.
All right, I think I got a good height on this chair.
Welcome back to podcast already.
Oh, yeah. In
Progress.
Poor decisions. Welcome back. It's been a while.
Well, I mean,
we didn't record last week.
We did not record last week, and we just discussed that. So, again, this will be a episode that goes live the week.
Live.
The week we recorded, which is always nice.
I do like that because I feel like people keep it's more up to date.
Yeah.
We're not like talking about things that have already happened.
Yeah, it's more authentic. It's just, it's hard to do until you get into, unless, we were like full-time podcasters and getting paid to podcast, which clearly we are not.
Not yet.
Not yet. We're just having fun.
We're working on it.
We're having fun. Enjoying ourselves, doing our thing. I'm fucking tired, though.
Dude, me too. How was work yesterday?
Slow as hell.
Yeah.
It was busier than I expected it to be, though.
Were people still doing the flights or the
I did one.
Not the flights.
The vertical.
The verticals.
I did one.
Yeah.
It was Quag.
Oh yeah, Chris.
Yeah, Chris. Because he was in there late Saturday, and he's like, "Well, I'm gonna come back in the morning." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, that's fine.
like you might be my only customer all day. He wasn't, but
but a decent day after our 4-year anniversary. That was Saturday at the brewery, Transparent Brewing Company.
Yeah, that was an insane day.
Oh my God, Zeke just lowered my chair.
God dang it, Zeke.
Zeke, come on, man. No, that was a day.
Yeah, it was definitely a day for sure.
I didn't get home until like 3 a.m.
I was wondering because Nigel was already in when I showed up yesterday.
Wow.
He's like, I only got here like 10 minutes ago. But he's like, I didn't get home till like, he's like, I think I got home at like 1:45 or something like that.
No, it was after 3 o'clock.
He doesn't pay attention to time. Come on.
It was 3:20 was the, the Wise camera that we have in our house.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Triggered?
Yeah.
That's funny.
I got out of bed at like 8, and Gina's like, good morning, 3:20 in the morning. I'm just like, yeah, it's not. Like, people were gone at one point, but then it was just like Nigel, Nolan, and I just like shooting the shit for like an hour.
Yeah, and I wanted to
like,
stay.
Holy fuck, I didn't realize it's this late. I need to go home and go to bed.
Yeah, like I wanted to stay, but like, I'm like, I actually have to work tomorrow.
You have to be back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was not expecting to be there that late. It was fun, but good Lord, yesterday was rough.
Good Lord. Speaking of,
how about a beer?
Yes, let's make it happen, Captain.
I already grabbed a couple from the, so I grabbed.
From the Frigidaire?
Yeah, sure. You grab one. There's only 3 in there right now.
Okay. Ooh. Oh, shit, we're starting with an arrogant bastard. All
so
right.
I determined, like, when I was looking at our backstock of stuff, I'm like, well, there's some stuff in here that is not, like, unheard of stuff or not uncommon stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, I'm going to grab 2 that are not as common and one that is a lot of people may know of.
I haven't had one of these in a long time.
I have not had one in a while either.
I used to have, I think I still do have, like 2 arrogant bastard pint glasses.
Oh, really?
That I never use. I only drink like water out of my shaker glasses at home, and there's that. That's
God
fun.
damn.
That's fun.
That was quite arrogant.
Yes, indeed.
Like,
Jesus Christ.
Just put it in my hands.
So the can just erupted like a geyser.
It literally did. That's incredible.
I'm going to go rinse my hands off real quick. So I don't have sticky fingers.
All right. What a way to start.
That is a good Rolling Stones album, by the way, Sticky Fingers. Hold, please.
Giggity. Sticky, like, how? He's just walking away, smelling his hands now. All right, yeah, so obviously, I don't even know where okay, I'm like, I don't even know where the freaking... Literally the top of the can is filled with foam right now, so like I couldn't even tell which way the where the opening was. So yeah, obviously we had our 4-year anniversary on Saturday, and it was a hectic ass day,
to say the least.
I mean, I think record numbers were definitely had.
Oh yeah.
And I think you and I both got a nice amount of cash tips.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. It was a nice amount.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Anyway, so what'd you do yesterday then? Besides probably regroup.
Recouped a little bit. Sundays I've been going to Crane.
Oh yeah, I remember we talked about that
for
a
the
couple
farmers
episodes
market.
ago.
Yeah. And I've been meeting my cousin. Shout out to Liz if she listens. She lives in Raytown, so we meet her and her little daughter Juniper out there, and we buy some produce, drink a beer.
Yeah.
If it's nice enough, go on a little walk. Right there off of oh shit, what's that trail called?
That's part of the Rock Island Spur.
Yeah, that's yep.
All right. Well, let's
get into this.
Yes, sir. There you go. Cheers, sir.
Cheers.
And here we go. Episode 31.
Wow.
Wait. Oh, I never did the. I got the anime WoW one.
Oh.
I never did the Owen Wilson.
Is it this one? That seemed really loud.
It is turned up.
Maybe just in the ears.
Well, I've learned I need to adjust that one up because I always end up having to amplify the sounds.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. I feel like there's almost like a tobacco.
Yeah.
Flavor to this or aroma.
Smell. Yeah. Aroma. I definitely.
I'm not mad about it. It's just a pale ale, right? Or is it just a regular ale?
I think it's just listed as a regular ale. I mean, it doesn't go into too much detail.
I mean, it kind of gives me vibes of the color of the pale ale that I brewed.
Yeah.
It's kind of a ruby, deep copper.
I'm definitely getting some caramel on it. Not in that taste though.
Oh yeah. Wow.
It's
kind of chocolatey.
It's I don't feel like chocolate. It's more bitter than I was expecting it to be though.
Yeah, the bitterness is there. It doesn't linger.
No.
But
it's a little bit.
A little bit. I don't know why, but I feel like I used to think these were stouts.
And maybe just sometimes it's one of those things. It's certain names tend to lend to certain styles of beers, right?
That's a good beer, man. I haven't had that in a long time.
Yeah, no, that's solid. I mean, it's 7.2% too.
It's it's Stone. You can't go wrong with Stone.
Is it Stone?
Mm-hmm.
Drink fresh, numbskull.
Zeke, fuck off.
Oh, wait, this says brewed and canned by Arrogant
Oh, I thought it was
Consortia in Encinitas, California.
Huh. I could have sworn it was a Stone.
I think that's... How is it? What's the name of that town?
Escondido.
Escondido. Okay, sorry. Is that anything like that song?
Oh, I have no idea.
I haven't heard that song for quite a while.
Yeah.
It died off.
Yeah, thank God.
Well, there is that. I mean, it made for some great Torque videos.
Made for good content.
Yes. So my girlfriend finally got to meet Jen, or not Jen. My girlfriend's Jen. Your girl is Gina.
Gina, they met. Yep.
She's like, I love Gina.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah. Apparently, Gina showed her the dress.
Oh, boy, really?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I'm like, oh, man.
19 days, man.
I know.
19 days.
From the recording of this episode, right?
Yeah, it'll be 15 from the time this episode drops.
Yeah. Have you been able to relax a little bit?
Yeah. We met with the DJs yesterday.
Oh, nice.
And we got to figure out.
Yeah, more than one DJ?
So yeah, it's a couple, and they kind of work in tandem with helping Emily, who is she's the owner, the coordinator, as it were.
Oh,
and
they
the space. Yeah.
Nice.
They help release people from tables, and just they're an extra set of hands on deck.
Yeah, that's awesome.
They were really nice. It was cool to talk to them and give them the idea of the music vibes that we want.
Yeah.
The next one we have to meet with the bartender to put together a cocktail list.
Yeah.
And that's kind of it, I think. I need to reach out to my uncle to see if he's attending, and then I think that's kind of the last of all the big ticket items. It's the day of, and I guess however we want to decorate the tables and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but
you don't want to put newspapers down?
Oh, I would love to. I mean, we got plenty of those old Martin City telegraphs laying around the brewery.
Yeah, definitely. I think that was always a cool idea that, for certain restaurants where they did basically just put like the paper down.
Oh, yeah.
And then like have the crayons and stuff.
Oh, that was great.
That'd be cool. Like you could have somebody do that and then like people
Yeah.
draw pictures or write messages to you guys.
Yeah.
You can make like a little scrapbook type of thing with all that.
That'd be cool. Just frame it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
I like that
almost
idea.
like I don't want to say like a quilt, but like a mosaic type of thing.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
certain things. Because you guys are keeping it fairly small, aren't you?
Yeah, I think we're at 88.
Nice.
Just around 90.
That's a good number.
Yeah, we're wanting under 100, and we expected between like 75 and 90.
Yeah.
So we're hitting what we want, which is perfect.
Yeah,
'cause-
that'll be good for me to kind of get an idea, especially with our event space as well,
yeah.
and seeing what we can potentially do, like what a group of 90 people look like for our potential, for our event space as a brewery.
Because there is a covered, I don't want to say an awning, but like some sort of covered outdoor area,
Like a shelter house.
Yeah,
type
yeah,
of thing.
something like that. And I'm not sure what we're gonna do there. I think that might be, because I think we're just gonna, all the food's gonna be like out. It's just like this wide open space. Yeah, good call changing the song.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell was that?
What was that?
It's on an alternative channel.
That sounded like some weird country or something, like blues country.
Sure.
But yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. I don't know where we're setting up the dinner tables and all that stuff exactly, but
Yeah.
we're not doing assigned seating. Fuck that. Like, that's too much of a headache.
It really is.
Just like communal sitting. Sit down and get to know somebody.
If you don't like somebody, sit somewhere else.
Exactly. And you're all adults, so like hopefully, I don't know if there's gonna be anyone that's just like, oh, they're here. We don't invite those types of people.
Yeah, exactly.
But
well, I know that, but because I know a couple of days ago you said you were a little nervous about some stuff, and
I'm still fucking nervous just about the day in general.
I mean, it
and
is
how
a
it's
big
gonna
day.
go, know. But I think my nerves have tempered now after like getting the music done was a big thing.
Yeah.
Like, we know what drinks we want. It's just a matter of, if I'm gonna get this stuff through Nolan, I don't know how long he needs in advance to order alcohol through our distributor.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll just go to Costco. 'Cause
Yeah.
you can return alcohol that you don't open at Costco.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which is, I'm just like, that's cool, but we might want to keep it.
Yeah, no shit. Unless it's like a huge abundance of alcohol.
Yeah, we're going to do like a whiskey-based drink and a gin-based drink.
Yeah.
Have my beer on tap, red and a white wine.
Yeah.
So.
And that's what we've been talking about for the brewery, for actual events where we would include, like wine and or liquor.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So do you have that whole thing set up? Like, do you have your price list for the event space ready and like?
Yeah, so we have it down to the
okay
event space pricing, and then we have a preferred rental company for equipment. We have a preferred catering company as well.
Who's the caterer?
Matthews.
Okay.
Matthews Catering, and so we can reach out to them, and they have like a price list of stuff that they gave me the other day to send off to potentially our first event.
Has anyone reached out to you yet? I feel like someone came in this week and was talking to you about it, right?
Yeah. I have 3 that I'm currently working on.
Oh, shit. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, granted, one's not till like towards the end of October.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a start.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, yeah, like hopefully the goal is to try and get at least potentially 1 a week in there.
I just feel like once you get the one, word of mouth is going to be the best advertising.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that me and Nolan talked about was like, hey, we need to make sure, kind of like what he does with people that purchase kegs, right, is that he sends out a thank you note. And then we'll ask, like, hey, we would appreciate it if you give us a referral. If you 100%. Do a referral, that we can, if we have a successful referral, then you can get a discount on your next booking as well. Something like that.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool, man. I'm excited for that. I really hope it takes off.
Yeah, I hope so too. Mostly because then, just helping grow the company, transparent as a whole.
Yeah.
And then
you could be,
basically
transitioning out into doing that full time, hopefully.
Well, yeah, and that's the idea, is to try and make sure we get more people. And I mean, if the events are, getting bigger too.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, we can only do 90 people, but if
Yeah.
it's a hectic enough, if the events are hectic enough, like, okay, we need to have somebody that's basically as a bartender, and then I can be running around making sure the event is going well, or adjusting stuff as needed as well.
Yeah,
At least my thought on that. Especially, with having to have, not having to have, but having different bar packages potentially as well. Because we have 4 different bar packages that we're working on. So we have just beer, which is obviously, transparent beer. Yeah. And we give them their choice. That's why you guys started doing the sixels. Is that way they can have options. Because the sixel is only 40 pints basically.
Yeah.
And then the next group up is you get beer and then liquor or wine, your choice. So depending on the event that you're doing. And then the next package up from there is full bar. So you get beer, liquor, and wine.
Nice.
And then the top package is you get beer, liquor, or wine, and wine, but it's your choice of liquor and wine.
Oh, okay.
As well, based off of what we are, we will have a list that we provide to the customer saying like, okay, what would you like for your specific alcohols or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
Now, do they have to have food? Or
No.
it can just be alcohol?
Yeah, it can be like a happy hour, like a huge happy hour type of thing.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But man, I feel like with how close we are to, like Honeywell and all that, like surely that's going to...
If they decide to do, like individual groups decide to do a thing. No, definitely.
Because, that, we'd have to get, some tables and chairs, I feel like.
And that's where the
big
equipment rental company comes in.
Yeah.
And eventually, we will try and have more tables and chairs for smaller events.
Yeah.
But like this one event we're already planning is like potentially 90 people.
Wow.
Like, okay, we don't have tables and chairs for that, so we're going to have to look at, getting tables and chairs. So I actually need to call that company to get a quote on that.
Is that is that a party or like what's the...
They're doing it as like a happy hour type of thing.
Okay, gotcha.
So it's for the, Odessa Auto Auction
or
whatever. They're looking at doing a happy hour there in October. So
cool. Well, maybe whoever takes over Gail's spot would want to use that spot as well for like company things. That'd be cool.
Yeah, granted, like, they have a great...
Yeah.
Depending on how you lay it out.
Yeah. I've never been inside, but just I can tell that it's big.
It is a very large place, and we joked about like it'd be great for a brewery.
Yeah,
it's way too
huge.
big
it's
for
huge.
what we have, right?
Yeah.
Maybe in another 5 years or whatever.
Yeah, that could be the production facility.
Well, not like ultimately, like the brewery itself could become the production facility, and that could become the. But then they have a service area as well.
Yeah.
So it's basically like a car dealership, just a little bit smaller, right? So they have like a service area that would make a great brewery space, and their service area is probably bigger than the whole brewery transparent building.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
It's probably a little bit shorter, but it is bigger.
Yeah.
And then when you walk in that front door, it's a very large, almost like cathedral style thing. It would make a great tap room area.
Yeah.
But then just off to the left is a covered area, or it's a little bit lower, so then you can actually look into what is the service area. And then behind that is like, it was like I don't want to say event space. It was like a rental space for them when they were still like, because they used to do bike rentals.
Oh,
you could
really?
rent bikes from them.
Wow.
Yeah. And so like that could potentially be like a private meeting space for up to so many people.
Yeah.
But then when you go in that front door off to the right was their showroom for a long time, where they had all the bikes and they had the merchandise area as well. That would be a huge seating area.
Oh yeah.
But then back towards the back, you start to get into what actually was a meeting room, which is maybe the size of the tap room.
Okay.
If you took out the bar. And then they have like a garage space in the back too. Like their dock space is all behind that. And I never saw the dock space area really.
What's funny is I feel like I've seen, like since they've closed, I think that one Sunday I worked for you, I saw like 3 or 4 people on bikes like roll up to the service station and like knock on the door.
Yeah.
And it's just like, come on, guys. You should know.
You should know.
You should know by
Especially
now.
with a giant for sale sign on the side of the building.
Yeah.
And then actually there's an upstairs area that has offices.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they actually used to, up in that upstairs area, they had some historical bikes up there too.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, it's a big building.
Cool.
I think they originally listed it at like $6.5 million.
Yeah, 6 or 7, yeah.
It's a big. It'd be great.
I hope someone buys it, and I hope that helps our business. Because
I think anything
Gales
that goes
didn't
in
really
there
do anything
will
for us,
definitely
so.
help us. Because
Yeah.
Gales was. I mean, Gales is Gales.
Yeah.
Or Gales was Gales. Again, people always thought like, oh, like whenever they do events, it must help you. I'm like, not really. It was starting to get to the point where we would get a handful of people coming over.
Yeah.
Because, people are starting to get more, I don't want to say picky, but particular about what they drink.
Yeah.
And then like based off of food concept and stuff, like they'd come over to have something better to eat than like
some
hot
dogs.
dogs and coleslaw that had been sitting out on a table for an hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah.
E. coli.
Oh yeah. Actually, my ex-father-in-law, he got sick. He stopped at a Harley dealership one time and ended up getting food poisoning because they were doing like we were going up to Omaha to hang out at the zoo, and he ended up having to cut his portion short because they had stopped at a Harley dealership on the way up, and he had eaten some like potato salad or something.
Oh God!
And ended up getting sick from it.
Oh, that's awful.
I felt bad for him. I'm like, that's gonna be a long ride home.
I remember like one of the first times. So I remember when Jimmy John's was new in the area. Like they only had like one location in Lawrence.
Yeah.
And then it was probably like 2008, 2007, something like that is when they finally came to Kansas City.
Yeah.
And they only had one location at the time that was in Lenexa, and that's where I lived at the time. And so my brother and I went there for lunch. He got about 4 or 5 bites into his sandwich, and got sick immediately.
Oh, that quick, huh?
Yeah, because it was old mayo that they put on the sandwich,
shit,
and I didn't have mayonnaise on my sandwich, and I did not.
Because the whole lactose thing.
Well, no,
because there's egg in it.
Yeah, it's raw egg.
Yeah,
It's just raw egg, but it was bad.
Yeah,
and that's another reason I don't do mayo. It's not.
I don't mind mayo, but I do get very leery about.
Yeah, if it is like, it's got to be a small amount, man, because it is raw egg that you're consuming. So there's an increased risk to get food poisoning from it.
Yeah, absolutely. You were struggling today with.
Dude, I think I have a sinus infection.
I started looking at getting another pop filter thing like what I have to help you as well.
Oh my God, dude. I thought it was allergies for like the last week, but like it's just been
sinus stuff.
Yeah. I'm convinced it's just a sinus infection because
I've
hardly been outside.
Yeah. I've thought about based off of like, I have my congestion issue, and luckily like it's not been usually not a problem at the brewery, or I can hide it better.
Yeah.
Where I have like this chronic cough, and to the point where it almost makes me want to hurl. Like I'm coughing so heavily that I have coughing fits, and it makes me almost like just hurl, right?
Yeah.
And I should probably get talk to the VA and get that get registered with the VA and get it checked out, because it could be an issue from a service related issue.
Yeah.
But like I've almost thought about getting a neti pot thing.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I've never actually used one.
I've only used one like once.
I know my ex had one, but I never. It just seemed weird to me, even though like
It's a weird sensation, dude.
Yeah, but I think like something like that might be good for me.
Yeah,
honestly, because like I have a hard time blowing my nose. Like I can try and blow my nose, and like in the last year, it's gotten better where stuff is actually coming out. But like for most of my life, like I'd try and blow my nose, and just nothing would ever come out.
Oh God.
Yeah.
It's like the most satisfying feeling in the world.
Sometimes, yeah. Or sometimes it's just like, you're like,
oh. Yeah. It's just a snot bomb.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And especially like, having facial hair and stuff. You start.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, I almost feel like I need to take a shower just to.
That was me. I think it was yesterday morning. I like woke up and like, it's the worst. The morning is the worst for me. Like I just wake up and sneeze and like blow my nose for like about 2 or 3 hours. And I was just like, okay, yeah, I got it. And I'm just like, okay, that must just be like a loose hair that's on my mustache. And I go into the kitchen and Gina's like, you have a massive booger.
Oh.
I'm just like, son of a bitch, I thought I got it.
So like whenever I go to like blow my nose or something, like especially if I'm at home, I'm going to the mirror just to make sure it's clear.
I should have.
Yeah.
Luckily, I wasn't in public, so.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, we're already through a beer.
Yeah, let's get to the next one.
Yeah.
How about a beer?
I was thinking about a topic for today.
There you go. I've been excited to try this one.
Lemonade refreshing ale.
Yeah. This is one you brought a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we've had this for like almost a month now.
I feel like we should probably change glasses on this
for
one.
sure.
Though. Slide these over here.
So is this a shandy then? It's got to be a shandy.
I feel like it is a shandy because I know the other one you brought that I don't have in here is that Nordic Jam one. That is, I think technically they have that listed as like a Radler.
Yeah, this is just a lemonade ale, which is not
just lemonade with alcohol in it. I don't know.
It's not a style at all.
Alcoholic lemonade. I mean,
there might
be some party people that argue.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like a good shandy.
Did we do the? Let's have.
I did. Yeah.
Did you? Okay,
yeah.
I couldn't remember. Splash.
Hey, it's got to be, it's got to be equals.
Splash. So this one's from Surly. Surly has some good stuff.
I don't really know if we've had
some Surly stuff.
Have we?
Yeah. This just is listed. It says bright, crisp, and lemony.
It doesn't look like it at all.
No, it's actually almost looks like a pale ale.
Yeah, it does. It kind of looks like Lucent.
Correct. Yeah, it says contains alcohol. Thanks.
Wow.
The can art is super cool though.
Yeah, it is.
It just says refreshing ale.
Yeah.
I mean, refreshing ale is not a
That's not
style.
A BJCP style.
Refreshing.
Oh, this is one of those refreshing ales. Okay.
Cheers, sir.
Cheers.
Definitely
smells like lemon.
Lemonade.
Yeah. It just kind of smells like a lemon drop, or not a lemon head.
Yeah. You know what? It kind of tastes like
candied.
Kind of tastes like it too.
I ain't mad about that.
I ain't mad about that. And that was one of my things with it being so damn hot. I'm like, okay, we need to try and get something a little bit more
a little
refreshing
crisp and light.
Yeah. Because I went to Total today to start buying the
pumpkins.
The pumpkin stuff.
It has begun.
Well, they had two.
Are any of them in the fridge now? Because
they were all in the
last
fridge.
Time everything was just out in the
They
aisle.
had two. They had two of the four I bought. Because it were singles. Yes,
okay.
I bought 4 singles. 2 of them were in the fridge. And
yeah, you said you took a photo.
Yeah, well, I started taking photos of other pumpkin beers.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't take a picture of the ones we got.
Yeah.
One of them, so the 2 that weren't cold was a Yeti one.
Oh, was it the farmhouse that they did a pumpkin? Like, did they do a pumpkin farmhouse or was it a pumpkin? Because the Yeti's
it is a stout.
That's Great Divide, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're all the Yetis are like stouts.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Right.
So it's a big one.
So it's a pumpkin stout.
But then the other one was Prairie Artisan Ale. It's a stout as well.
Interesting.
Yes. That was an expensive ass bottle. Yeah, didn't even have a price tag on it. I'm just like,
I know what that means.
Expensive.
Yep.
Yeah. Because then like the person like rung it up and he's like, that doesn't seem right. He's like, what was the price on it? I'm like, it didn't have a price tag.
And now we know why.
Yeah. Market price.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, I started taking pictures of the other ones. So Great Divide has a pumpkin ale. That's not Yeti. Was it Unita has a pumpkin ale? I almost bought this one, but then I ended up buying the Fat Orange Cat Fest beer instead.
Oh, yeah.
But it's Left Hand Brewing. It is a pumpkin spice latte nitro.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
Does it have lactose?
One of the ones I did buy today has lactose too.
Damn.
So you're going to have to bring a pill, buddy.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Remind me when we're doing that one, and I'll bring one.
Yeah, so because this one says pumpkin ale with spices and coffee added. It doesn't say lactose, but when we get it, we'll get into it.
When I hear latte, I assume lactose.
Yeah, although Left Hand apparently does also have a White Russian.
Ooh, I'd try that.
Prairie has another one that's not like one of the bombs or whatever.
Yeah.
It's pumpkin pie treat.
I would try that too.
It says sour ale with pumpkin pie spice blended and a toasted marshmallow flavor.
my God.
Uh-huh.
That sounds really good.
Then you got Big Muddy, Brewing. They have a pumpkin smash.
Pumpkin smash.
Smash. Well, they use the picture is basically of a Yeti as well. Great Divide might have a.
I feel like there's a cease and desist there.
Yeah. Although, I mean, Yeti is Yeti, right?
That's fair.
Or a Sasquatch is a Sasquatch.
Yeah.
I mean, is there a different photo of a Sasquatch? It's always the
That
iconic, the hand out, with the arm back, like walking, like with the head turned,
looking at you.
Yeah.
Do you think Sasquatch exists?
Yes. Voodoo Ranger has an atomic pumpkin.
Oh,
Ooh, I don't know about that. This does say spicy.
I'm out.
But we said we were going to do the pumpkins, right?
I know.
At least as many as we can. Elysian,
yeah.
has a pumpkin pack with 4 different pumpkin beers in it.
Oof.
And then, crap, I didn't catch who this one was, but it looks very much like Fat Orange Cat type of one as well.
Like a label?
Yeah. So like there's.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. If I would have looked at that one closer, I probably would have ended up going ahead and buying that one because we know.
So I mean, which ones are we doing first? Are we doing fest beers or pumpkins, or do we want to do them at the same time?
Well, we had talked about we'll do the fest beers on a regular podcast.
Yeah.
And then we'll do a YouTube video.
Right,
of the pumpkin ones.
Yeah.
So I need to try and get this space set up.
Yeah.
To do a video. I mean, luckily, like I feel like, knock on wood, I don't have to do too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one's a oatmeal stout with pumpkin spice and coffee. I feel like a lot of them this year are going coffee stuff. Here's one that's interesting, and it was called Little Pumpkin. I'm like, it's a milkshake style IPA. I'm like, is that actually a pumpkin? So I rolled one of the cans around, and it says a milkshake style Wandering into the Fog India Pale Ale with pumpkin spices, vanilla, and milk sugar.
Woof.
I have not bought that one yet.
That sounds intense.
Yeah. So yeah, there's definitely going to be some interesting ones out there.
Yeah.
Because the 2 of the ones I bought are a little bit more simple, but they're the ones that were in the cooler. And I'm excited to, as hard, painful as it is, I'm excited to try this.
I know. Me too.
Brick River, they are doing a pumpkin cider.
Oh.
So
I think we saw that, right?
I've been trying to talk Nigel into, like, Nigel, can we, I shared that to the group. I'm like, Nigel, can we get these in? And he's like, no. And then he's like, well, maybe.
People are going to fucking buy it, dude.
Oh, yeah, people will buy it. But then I almost want to take, like,
it.
I almost want to just, like, start taking the empty cans and, like, cleaning them out and then, like, just doing, like, hide and seek stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Mess with Nolan.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Just put them in random, occasionally move them in random spots. And then as he throws them away, takes them out of the trash and put them somewhere else.
Put them in the office.
But like hide it behind the printer.
Yeah, stick it in the brew house somewhere.
Yeah. No, I just want to like put them in random spots where it's like you have to like, you're not just gonna, like you're gonna stumble upon it. It's not like just like sitting right in the middle of the brew house.
Yeah, although that would be funny too.
It would be funny, yeah.
Just like on top of the boiler or something.
Yeah. Put it on top of the keg thing so you can't see it when
the keg cleaner.
The keg cleaner. So if you're walking around it, you don't see it. You have to be like up on top of the brew stand to see it. Be like, motherfucker. You'll know it was me too.
Oh yeah.
All right. So yeah, we started doing that, and then so obviously then I bought a Fest one too, which is from Fat Orange Cat.
Oh, that's right.
So I'm excited for that one too.
Yeah. I feel like we bought one. Did we both buy a 4-pack last time?
Yes. So we have another one up there. So if we end up getting a second episode done today, then I plan on trying to grab one of those because we did that lager last time.
Yeah.
Which I love the can art. I literally almost want to get that tattooed as well. The eagle with the cat head or whatever.
Yes, that was awesome.
There's another one up there. I'm blanking on what it is right off though. But yeah, there's another 4-pack. Like I've almost wanted to dive into it.
I think it was I'm pretty sure I just got like a pale ale.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Did I buy the lager one then?
That was like 2 weeks ago.
It was.
I don't remember things that happened
And I saw the thing there today, and I'm just like, or not like in my fridge.
Yeah.
And I'm just like I didn't want to grab it yet. I'm like, okay, if we get to a second episode, then we'll grab that one.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, in the last couple weeks, I've almost wanted to grab one of those to try. I did try drink 2 more of the lager ones though.
It's a good beer.
It was a good beer, yeah.
That's a really good beer.
So if you want the other one, you better take it home. Otherwise, I'm going to end up drinking it.
I mean, hey, you bought it. It's yours.
I don't remember which one I bought.
I don't. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
I mean,
they'll get drank eventually.
Well, like I went into. I plan on still going to Total anyway because I wanted to start by the pumpkins. But I'm like, all right, let me see what we have for kind of inventory. We had like 12 different beers.
Hey, okay.
And I almost thought, I'm like, well, we could always do a 24 wet barrels as well.
Oof.
Yeah. It's good, though.
It's really good.
It is really good.
I think it's my favorite one.
It's definitely one of my favorites. Well, remember, I took that vertical, combined them all.
Oh, and then you put
tried
the whiskey
it,
in there?
and then I put the whiskey in there, too. That cask-strength whiskey.
Woo.
It was good, though.
It was really good.
It was really good. Because even Nolan tried it. He's like, yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, I think you're just more mad that I freaking blended them all.
Oh, yeah, you just fucking made the ultimate beer cocktail.
But it worked.
It was so good.
It's not like I'm combining stuff just to be ridiculous.
Yeah, no, there's a method to the madness.
Yeah. Sure.
Sometimes.
Sometimes I just go on a whim and be like, I'm going to try these.
Yeah, like ESB and Balloon Hands.
Balloon Hands.
Yeah.
It works.
It works. It's weird. It works.
It does seem weird. You're putting a malty flavored beer inside of a hop forward citrusy style beer.
Yeah, it worked.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how I figured that would work, but here we are. I like this beer.
Me too.
Especially like if we were outside doing
it.
Dude, this would be great.
It's making me not want to go outside.
It definitely is. Yes. I'm glad I did yard work last week.
I need to mow the front, but I'm not doing it today. Or tomorrow.
I think today's supposed to be the hottest day.
Yeah, it's going to be like 101 is
the high, yeah.
Yeah, and it's only 94. So
we still got a little ways to go.
And it's 1 o'clock. It's 12:35.
Yeah.
So it's going to be like hottest at like 5.
Fuck that. I told Nigel, depending on how everything goes, like, because he works at Diametric on Mondays usually. I'm like, are you working? He's like, he had to think about it. He's like, yeah, I am. I'm like, excuse me, we might try and come in there for dinner then.
Yeah.
Because I know Jen's going to have a
hard time.
A hard day, afternoon ahead of her.
Yeah.
I won't get into details on that. But, yeah, here we are.
Yeah.
I'm excited to have her in the space, though.
Yeah,
so it's gotten very cool, crowded. Man.
Yeah.
But we're figuring things out, and it was actually funny. Like Kylan the other day, she had done some stuff and was talking about it. And he's like, actually, I kind of like it. It feels more like a home now instead of a bachelor pad. I'm like, all right, dick. It's like I wasn't like I could have been way worse. Literally, when I moved into this place, I almost bought. It was like
inflatable furniture.
No. I'm not that ridiculous. Come on.
Beanbags?
No. I almost bought a Taco Bell booth. Like the whole thing with the table and the round, or not the rounded, but like
one of the old
benches.
Ones.
Yes,
with like the purple, green, and
no,
yellow.
It was older than that.
Oh, wow.
It was like a 80s, 70s, 80s
cool.
Booth. So it was like that
hard plastic.
No, it wasn't even plastic. It was all the wood, but it was all that hard, like HDF or MDF type of stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it was like $400. I'm like, that's not a bad price.
Not a bad price.
No. And then I'm like, all right, how ridiculous am I going to get with this place?
Dudes be like, I could justify that.
Yeah, exactly. I almost did. And then all of a sudden, like, at some point, I'm going to have people here. I'm going to, ideally have, somebody staying with me here too.
Yeah.
And
might not be a good look.
It might be really weird.
Might not be a good look unless they have a good sense of humor.
Yeah, which I mean, and Jen does that.
I feel like Jen would laugh.
She laughs at a lot of my ridiculousness.
Yeah.
But like that would definitely make it a little bit harder to.
Oh yeah. For someone to take you seriously.
Yeah. Like, why do you have a?
Why not? Well, it was only $400.
I know. Considering the table I was looking at getting was like $600, I think.
Yeah.
And it's a nicer table and chairs.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, the idea on that too was like, well, at some point, you know, like if I start to finish up the basement, or we move, or if I get with somebody else, when we move into a nicer house and I have like an actual man cave,
yeah,
like that would be a great
that'd be a great conversation piece in a man cave.
But you could be hanging out in the conversation piece.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, that'd make a great podcast booth.
Oh, dude, yeah.
It would really, kind of.
That would make it
especially because
great.
it wasn't plastic, so you're not going to get that weird kind of clunk, you know, clunking sound whenever you sit or move or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I might still have to look at that. Make a great YouTube, you know.
It'd make good visual.
Yes, absolutely.
It would set a tone.
It definitely would. And maybe I should look at that again. I don't know.
Now that I'm talking about it, I really
It's like,
wanna
God
get
damn it,
one.
I need to stop talking about it. Anyway, how about those Royals? I just saw, like, literally when you were sitting down, I had I had Instagram up, and that thing I came across, it says, in Kansas City, to live comfortably, you need to be making like $90,000.
That's wild.
Guess what I'm not making?
Neither am I.
No. But, I mean, luckily, you have a two-house
Yeah, we have a combined income.
which
Yeah.
I have not in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm like, oh, that makes sense on why I'm struggling so much.
Well, and we were talking about, like, our finances yesterday, and, you know, when we bought our house 3 years ago, it was a really good time, and I don't think we would have been able to buy it had my student loans not been postponed.
Yeah.
Because I think total it was close to $500 a month in student loans.
Yeah.
And I was paying those for about 7 years until the pause.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I don't know if we would have been able to buy a house
Yeah.
if I still had to make those payments, even with the, you know, the free government money,
Yeah.
and like making decent money as a server during that time. We would have had to wait.
Yeah, and we've made fairly good money, you know, for working at the brewery as well, you know,
Yeah.
bartending and whatnot. I mean, yeah, there's bars that, you know, you can make way more money.
Yeah, and serving, you can make a fucking killing.
You can make a killing. So, I mean, I feel like, you know, at the brewery, like, we do well.
Yeah, yeah.
For what we do and what we offer.
Yeah.
It's not like when you were working in P&L and
Yeah,
there's
we're
a
not
party
working-
every freaking
Yeah,
night.
no
or whatever.
shit.
So like I'm not complaining about that at all. But like part of my thing is like I probably wouldn't have been able to do it if I still had a car payment though.
Yeah,
Because like I don't have a car payment.
yeah.
I'm feeling like I'm getting closer and closer to needing to get a new vehicle though.
Yeah, that sucks.
But yeah.
You want to buy a Kia Soul? It's got a new engine. 30 miles to the gallon, baby.
Man, those hamsters get after it, huh?
Only 70,000 miles total. 71.
Yeah, except for the Kia boys.
Just parking it somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah, like literally, like me being right on the corner of an intersection.
Yeah, that's yeah.
My car would be gone fast.
Oh yeah, they would just take off down the street either towards Red Bridge or towards Bannister.
Yeah, it don't matter. It'd be
No.
gone fast.
Yeah.
Well, technically, even if you go south on Hillcrest, it's like you can hit 99th, which just jets you over to Blue Ridge really quickly.
Yeah.
So like, there's easy ways.
So you don't want to buy a Kia Soul.
No,
is what I'm hearing.
I think I'm all right.
It's in good condition.
I'll just deal with my truck. Yeah, and at least you have AC.
I do.
I don't.
You want AC?
I'm in my house. That's fine.
Buy my car.
What are you gonna buy then?
Oh, I'll just ride my bike.
I just ride my bike. Well, I mean, now that we're almost through the heat of the summer,
Yeah.
although Mother Nature's stormed back into the room and says, "And another thing."
Well, we're in fake fall right now, or no, we're on Hell's
second summer.
We're on Hell's front porch right now,
Yeah, it does feel like that.
and then we'll
outside.
go into fake summer, or no, fake fall,
Yeah.
and then summer part 2, and then actual fall will be like a week and a half long, and then it's fucking cold as balls.
Winter, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, it's like Mother Nature, you know, like you're having an argument with Mother Nature, and then she storms in and says, "And another thing."
Bam,
Bam! Hot weather.
That's 100 degrees right now.
Yeah, fuck you.
Remember when it was 80 degrees about a week and a half ago with lows in the high 50s?
Yeah. Fooled you.
Gotcha, bitch.
Because there was a couple mornings that Jen and I would sit out on the back patio and just be drinking coffee.
Oh, dude, yeah.
It was nice.
Oh, yeah. I would let Daisy out in the morning. I'm just like, I can see my breath.
Yeah, I never got that far,
awesome.
luckily. So, yeah.
I woke up one morning and it was like 58 or 57 degrees outside.
There was a couple mornings that,
Yeah.
it was a little bit chillier. I guess I just never saw my breath aspect. But I know you probably get up a little bit earlier than I do.
I mean, I usually wake up I'm usually out of bed by 6.
Nope. I am not.
How about a beer?
Except for, days where she opens and I'm awake at 4:30. It's great.
I mean, me and Jen and I, we've talked about, like, we want to start trying to get up early again and, like,
I don't mind
trying to
it.
work out and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Because, like, I could definitely use it.
Yeah.
And then that'll definitely be a good indicator on if I need, how much I really need to be trying to contact a VA
Yeah.
and potentially looking at, because one of our other regulars was telling me that I should look into it as well, because literally, like, if it can get stemmed from a certain time frame, that I can theoretically get reimbursement dating all the way back from that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they will lump sum
Yeah.
that. I'm like, God damn.
I'm pretty sure that's what my dad did, because I think he's either retired or will be retired by the end of the year, just because of some of his health problems that he sustained
Yeah.
during his time in the Air Force.
Well, and part of mine was, I don't know if I've talked about it on a podcast or not. And, like, I had it's not the burn pits that everybody talks about, but it was, like, I was over in Operation Iraqi Freedom in the early days.
Uh-huh.
And it was, we were burning our shit.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
With, like, diesel fuel.
Jesus.
And I was not a higher ranking person. I didn't even finish as a higher ranking person. And so I got to stir a lot of shit.
Literally.
God,
that can't be good for you.
Probably not. So, yeah, I should probably get that looked at.
Yeah, I know. He hasn't told me a whole lot, but I know he's like, yep, there's a lot of blackout in my medical records.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
There's stuff that he doesn't even know that he was exposed to. And he was working on, like, stealth bombers. And
Well, I guess he was older, though, too.
Yeah.
He was in way before, like, even
Yeah.
I was.
He was getting doused in chemicals, and
Yeah.
I mean, he did 21 and yeah, because when he retired, the whole thing was 21 and done.
Yeah.
So he did 21 years, retired as a master sergeant. But he's like, yeah, I don't know what I'll.
Air Force?
Yeah.
So, was he a
I think he did
7, 8, or 9? Because you have, in Air
I don't
Force, you
know.
have chief, senior, and then, okay, he must have been an E7, then, which is just master sergeant.
Yeah, he
because
was
then
just
you have
a master sergeant.
chief master sergeant, and you have senior master
yeah.
sergeant, which is E9.
He could have stayed in for like an extra couple years and gotten the senior master sergeant, but he's just like, fuck this, I'm done.
Yeah, I had a buddy I graduated high school with. He went into the Navy straight out, and he ended up doing 23 years.
Wow.
And just retired like a year and a half ago now. And he got E8. And then he's like, yeah, I went ahead and extended for 3 more years. I'm like, you trying to get E9? He's like, fuck no.
Just trying to get more benefits.
He's like, I don't want to be E9. He's like, I don't want that responsibility. I'm like, what's going to end up happening is you're going to get like 6 months out. They're going to give you E9 and then tell you to fuck off.
Yeah, pretty much.
He didn't end up getting it. He's probably glad he didn't get it because he has a better chance of getting recalled than too, probably.
Oh, yikes. What do we got here, Brian? What are we drinking?
Hey, back over here. My dog's wandering off because there's a cat running around this house now too.
Oh, there's a kitty?
Yes, there's a kitty.
Here, kitty.
She's probably hiding over here somewhere where Zeke is at.
Cheers, sir.
Cheers, sir. All right, let me...
Some sort of tangerine, is that what I see?
Tangerine Riot. It's a fruited IPA from Great Divide. This is 6.4%.
Not bad.
Yeah. It doesn't. It looks like a hazy IPA.
It
basically. It smells. It has a good smell.
Yeah, it does.
Although we're using the same glass. That we
Yeah,
had,
I know. Yeah, we're using the lemonade glass.
But we drank that pretty quickly, so it shouldn't have.
Yeah, that's not bad. I like it.
Too much. It seems like it's got some good.
Head retention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's solid.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It doesn't feel very bitter, though.
Not at all.
I wonder what the
No.
IBUs on that is. Huh. Anywho.
That's tasty.
Yeah, that is quite tasty. So, do we want to? We can finish on this note, I guess.
I think so. Yeah.
And then we can just
Go into the next episode.
go.
and-
We'll just hit stop and then start,
yeah.
and then just. We should probably go grab some beers, though.
Yeah, we need to.
We need to
BWRUN beer run.
Wow, that was impressive. I need to find that or record you doing that. Is that BEERRUN?
Yeah. BWRUN beer run.
That doesn't work with the music playing right now.
No, it doesn't. BRRUN beer run.
What are you, Lego Batman? I only want black and really, really dark gray.
Have you worked on your Batman?
No, you looking at it in the
Yeah,
corner
I know.
right there.
That's what I'm saying. Have
No.
you worked on it?
No, I've been a little busy.
Oh, really?
No, not at all. That song just like ended.
It just ended.
like next,
And we're done.
and we're at F you all. That song probably could have been like 10 minutes long.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, if I'm ever wondering what station we're on the bottom right, it tells us. That was nice to know.
What does it say? I can't read it.
Alternative.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. So we'll end on that note then. How
Yeah.
about that?
And on that high note.
That BEERRUN.
Beer
Nope.
run.
I should just literally make this episode name BEERRUN.
I don't see why not.
I don't see why not either. Nice.
We're ending on that note.
Yeah. I don't think I can put that down as a title.
Belch.
We've already done that one.
Yeah, we have.
Or something to that extent. I mean, sometimes coming up with new names are not easy.
Yeah.
I mean, especially being 31 in now.
Wow.
I know.
That's crazy, man.
I'm digging it, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been
And
a
6
labor
months?
of effort.
7 months?
We started in January.
Yeah, so it's been 7 months.
Yeah.
Hey.
Nice. All right, let's end it.
End it on that
We
one.
both got it.
Woo.
Cheers, everybody.
We'll talk to you next episode.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.